What's bugging Barry Brust?
What is up, hockey freaks? Our first 0809. What's bugging Barry Brust? Barry?
It's been a long time coming.
I like it. This is brought to you by the Courtyard by Marriott downtown. Hopefully they don't get offended with what Barry has to get off his chest today. You're pretty fired up. You had to do a couple of interviews. Now you got to sit down with me for a few minutes. Why are you so angry?
Patrick Armstrong, I do not like him right now.
The team has already put him on trial once this year. He was found almost unanimously guilty for basically not doing his job well enough. Should he go on trial again?
I think there's actually 2 or maybe possibly 3 cases that are lined up currently as we speak. So he's gonna have to tiptoe around the room a little bit better, a little bit more.
That's a PR guy that needs to pick up the pace a touch. All right, what's bugging Barry Brust is something that you did last year a little bit with Jason Shaver, and you get pretty fired up about some topics, so I'll throw some your way. You let me know how you feel.
All right, I like it.
All right, how do you feel about drivers that don't use a turn signal or drivers that won't turn right on red when they're allowed to?
Well, I'm actually surprised I still have a horn because these people, they hear it from Rusty when they don't turn. Oh my God, I go insane. I'm usually a pretty laid back guy, but when I lose it big.
Would you be a good driver on the East Coast?
The East Coast are some of the worst drivers I've ever seen in my life.
But what I'm saying, I mean, you should be able to fit in there because they're aggressive, they're generally rude, and they like to use their horn.
Yes, they do like to use their horn. The taxi drivers are probably my style of driving.
Very nice, and I'm guessing on your time in the East Coast, you got to see one finger in particular from a lot of drivers?
Yeah, apparently a lot of people thought I was number 1, so.
All right, let's move along here, Brusty. How do you feel about people that use speaker phones in public areas at work, or I'm going to take it a step further, the guy you see walking down the street using his Bluetooth, and from like a distance you think he's talking to himself, maybe he's a little bit cuckoo, like most goaltenders are, and then it turns out he's just talking to his buddy about a corporate sales meeting.
Easy. I don't want to get into jabs at goaltenders on this
Fair enough.
particular episode. So, but no, people with Bluetooth, they absolutely drive me insane because I'll start having full-on conversation with them as they're speaking to whoever they're talking to on their Bluetooth. And Bluetooth should be reserved for gaming, online gaming only.
Are you a big online gamer?
Yes, I am.
All right, well, I'm sure it annoys you that you get the 12 and 14-year-old kids that all they do is play video games, and then you go online and they whoop you.
They don't whoop me.
All right, well, I've been whooped.
They get whooped.
Do you talk smack to them then?
Oh, yeah. Erms talks a lot of smack to them. He's pretty good at it.
Does he tell them to go back to doing their homework or go to bed? What's he tell them? Keep it clean.
Something of that nature, some stuff to do with their families and what have you. In particular, he's a rat boy.
Yeah, we'll move along. All right, let's talk a little bit about owning a pet, okay? Because there's couples that refer to their dog or themselves as the mom and dad of the dog. So does that bother you when a couple will say, go see mommy or daddy, and they're talking to their pet?
No comment.
You do that?
No comment.
I do it as well, and I'm kind of embarrassed now that I'm reading it's such a big pet peeve. So maybe we can have a counseling session. We'll get through it together.
That sounds good. I might need some of that.
All right, how about this? Team flies a lot.
Yes.
You're on a bus a lot too. Maybe one of your teammates has done this. People that in public transportation, planes, trains, or automobiles, they'll sit next to you when there's an open seat or, a couple of open seats, and they got a saddle right up next to you.
As much as I like you, it kind of pisses me off.
You're already mad at me?
No, not you. I'm just saying people in particular, maybe it happens on the bus every once in a while. You got a smaller bus, but I mean, when we're on the plane and you don't think it takes a rocket scientist to figure out, certain seating where not everybody's sitting beside each other, especially someone of my stature who's kind of bigger, and maybe a guy like John Scott who's really tall and whatever. And I don't know, why can't they just figure that out? Why do they have to? Why does it have to be so complicated? Why is it so funny? Why is everybody laughing?